Eagles Nation, stand up and welcome to Bird's Eye View from one fan to another. I'm your host and fellow fan, Clay Rowe. Man, let's get this thing popping. Falcons 24, Eagles 20, and an unsuccessful trip to the ATL, and another slow start for our Birds. You know, I go say it over and over again. We cannot start slow. Against the Redskins, we were able to come back, fight back, and win that game. With teams like the Falcons, you got the Cowboys, maybe Minnesota. These people are on our schedule. You can't fall behind and play catch-up football all the time. You got to start fast. And I say it over and over again, but I guess Doug's not listening. Anyway, it was a bad trip altogether. We had a lot of injuries. The whole receiving corps was decimated, but we're going to get all into that as I dig into my offense. Okay. As receivers start going down, even if we had our receivers, it's one thing Doug is not doing. He's not committing to the run. I like Miles Sanders. I do. I think Miles Sanders will be a good back in this league. But at this point in time, he's not mature enough to handle the role that's been given to him. Let me say that one more time. Miles Sanders, as an NFL running back, is not mature enough for the role that has been given to him. Period. Stay committed. Your bell cow is Jordan Howard. You got to run it. You have to run it. You got to stay committed to the run. Because what happens, if you don't commit to the run, then you become predictable. And when you become predictable, you become defendable. And we saw a lot of that last night. Especially when we lost our receiving corps. Jeffrey goes down, Jackson out, Goddard didn't even play a snap. All you had is Ertz and Aguilar. So, Doug, if you're listening, commit more to the run. Get more of a balance. I want to see a run-pass ratio, something that will keep defenses off balance. Okay? Now let's dig more into my offense. I thought Carson looked okay, a little shaky, but let's be honest. When you take your number one, number two receiving weapons away, it's going to be hard to compete at that level, especially when you're playing against their starters. Okay? So the timing was off. I remember one play in particular that it would look like a bad throw by Wentz. But then we knew that JJ didn't run the right route. And the Wentz let him know about it by going like this. Like, you know, sometimes, even though a certain route is called, the receiver has to break off his route sometimes because the coverage they're in. But a rookie receiver sometimes makes that mistake, in which he did. So Wentz timing looked off because his receivers, his main receivers weren't there. And remember, a lot of these guys don't work with the number one team. So a lot of guys are not getting a lot of work during the week in practice. Like Jackson, Aguilar, those guys. So they're not getting the same kind of work. But it's no excuse. They're professionals. They should be able to handle stuff like professionals, and that was their mistake. But more commit to the run. I thought Wentz played okay. Nothing spectacular. He made a couple good plays. That one play where he was being tackled, he threw the ball, and I thought that was a very nice play before his knee hit the ground. I thought it was a nice play. But the offense was okay. A little stagnant at times, mainly because of injuries, but still, like I said, professionals they should be able to capitalize on that and go ahead and go and score points, because 20 points in the National Football League is not enough. Let's be honest. 20 points in the National Football League, you're not going to win a lot of football games that way. Okay. So let's jump to my defense. Okay, I'm gonna jump to my defense real quick. Darby got beat two times for touchdown. He got beat on several other occasions to where sometimes the ball's overthrown or underthrown, but he was definitely beat. I don't know if we're getting enough pressure. I don't know if we made Matt Ryan uncomfortable enough. We had to rush throws. See, a lot of times when you throw the deep ball, When the quarterback throws a deep ball, that's usually it's one read. He's throwing one read, and he's setting his feet and throwing the ball. That means that he has enough time. That means, for the most part, a quarterback has a clean pocket when he throws the deep ball. Not all the time, but a lot of time he has a clean pocket. And last night, the balls that Matty threw, where he was in a clean pocket and delivered. Let's be honest. So a lot of times, good defensive backs also have good pass rushers. Good defensive back got good pass rushers. They go hand in hand, a tandem. So the casual fan looks at it and says, Darby's getting beat. Darby's getting beat. And he did. I'm not going to lie. He got beat. But if the pass rush is where it needs to be, then Darby maybe doesn't get beat or doesn't get beat as much, or you make Matty throw the ball before he wants to throw the ball, and you get him off what they call his spot or his mark to make an accurate throw. But when he's not rushed and he has a clean pocket, more than likely he's going to complete a pass. And I know it looked like Darby, and when Darby got beat, I'm not doubting that. I've seen the game, so Darby was getting beat. But that's all the casual fan sees. But the pass rush has to be there. Sometimes you don't have to touch the quarterback, just get him uncomfortable. And I don't think Matty was uncomfortable last night at all. So, but it is what it is. Of course, I got a lot of tweets. I got a lot of text messages and phone calls. Your Eagles look like bums. Okay, I can take that. A lot of times people don't really understand the game, and so they talk. But that's okay. I take it. But for us Eagle fans, we understand what needs to be done. So I think the defense needs to get more pressure, more pressure on the quarterback. I mean, have to get uncomfortable, definitely. And we have to keep teams around 20 points, and we got to score more points on offense, without a doubt. Because if we don't score more points, well, I think we will, because we got the receiving core, the healthy receiving core to do it. We will, and our defense has to, do its part by making the quarterbacks very uncomfortable. And that's it in a nutshell. I mean, I can't, dig any more into it because I would be just making up things. But Doug has to establish the run, commit to the run. You have to commit to the run to open up your offense. Because like I said, if all you do is throw, you become predictable. And when offenses become predictable, you know what? They become defendable. And on defense, plain and simple, pressure the quarterback and our corner will look much better than they have been. But giving up 24 points is not a whole bunch of points to give up in the National Football League, because it's been done. Because it's a scoring league. Teams are going to score. That's what it's about. It's scoring. These rules are made for defenses not to be as aggressive. So it is a scoring league. So they're going to score points. Offense is going to score. So 24 points is not a lot of points for offense to score. The problem is that we score 20 or less. We're not scoring enough points as a football team. So that's where we are. And like I said, I know in the beginning of the season, I said we're going to be 14-2 or between 14-2 or 12-4. I still stick by that, definitely. I said we're going to lose 4 games, maybe 2, but I'm saying 4 at max. And I don't know which games are going to be. It might be game 2, it might be game 7, it might be game 11. I don't know. But I think they'll get it together. And as especially, we got to get the guys healthy. If you don't have your number one weapons on the field when you go to battle, you're going to have problems winning football games in the National Football League. It's hard to win in the National Football League, especially on the road. Especially the team. And Atlanta's a good team. It's not like they're bums. They're a good team. They're a quality football team. And they got quality athletes. So, it was a bad loss for us. Not really bad. I mean, I thought we played pretty good for what we had to put on the field, but, it's a loss. We're sitting there 1-1, looking up at the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are a good team this year. I really do. I think Cowboys are going to it's going to be one battle for that NFC East. I think Cowboys, they host Miami this week, so that's probably a win for them. And we host the Lions, and hopefully we can get a win out of that. All right? So let's go to my player of the game. My player of the game, my offensive player of the game is Matt Ryan. I thought he threw the ball well. I thought he was comfortable. He had command of his offense, and he led his team to a victory. My defensive player of the game is that Beasley kid for he's nice. I mean, let's be honest. The kid, he's a nice linebacker. He made life a little uncomfortable for Carson and company. Okay. So there we have it. You know what I mean? It's a loss. Take it on the chin. Pow! Take it on the chin, keep rolling. But you gotta get better. As season goes, you gotta get better. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you guys, win certain games. And real quick before I get out of here, before I go, is Aguilar. Listen, you gotta make that catch. Period. You make that catch, everything changed. You probably win the game. All right. I know you made a catch later on, which was nice. It kept the drive going, but that one catch was you going down the sidelines for a touchdown. It was a well thrown ball by your quarterback. Well thrown ball by Wentz, went right through your hands, and you could have walked to the end zone. But anyway, it is what it is. You got to get better as a team, as a unit, as an offensive unit and a defensive unit. We got to get better. All right. So we're gonna do this. All right. And really, no special team players tonight. There was nothing really special in special teams last night. Just give it to Cameron Johnson again. I played ball and punted the ball well. All right. Matt Bryant maybe because he won, so we get Matt Bryant a field goal kicker for the Falcons. The boy can kick. All right. So what we got coming up next? This Sunday coming up, we got the Detroit Lions coming to the link. The Detroit Lions, Matt Stafford, which is I think is a quality quarterback, and they bring and they'll fight us. But we have to get them. We'll jump on them. You have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and the Lions are beatable, so we should be able to take care of the Lions. So that's on Fox. That's 1:00 Eastern Standard, people, and so we got the Lions coming to town, Fox Sunday 1:00. All right. So anything you agree with or you disagree with, hit me on my Twitter at Me and My Eagles. And always subscribe to my channel, and we're going to do this because it's always EAGLES all day. I keep it real. I keep it 100. That's from my boy Harold because he questioned about is it going to be truth or fiction. I give you the truth all day. All right? So it's always EAGLES all day. We're going to keep this thing rolling. All right? Hit me on my Twitter at Me and My Eagles. Subscribe to my channel. And we're going to keep this thing going, all right? EAGLES all day. And Clay is out.